Andrew in here. This is the time of the year, the new year, is when I get a lot of requests to pick my brain from prospective or aspiring real estate investors. And I want to go over the two worst reasons I've ever heard for investing in real estate. I often start our informational or brain picking session with the questions of, why do you want to get started? The two worst answers I've ever heard is one, I'd like to have some extra income, extra money. And two, I've been struggling financially and real estate, I believe, can help, okay? I'm summarizing that. That's not exactly what they say, but based upon when I start digging further into the questions, they do. And the reason why those two are not sufficient to get involved with real estate is one, the average investment property in the Rochester area that's in a good location is around $100,000, okay? Any bank is going to lend between 75 to 80% on that. So that's gonna require a minimum $20,000 down. Real estate cash on cash rate of return, or the cash on investment return on net $20,000 is gonna range between 8% and 11% annualized. So if you put that in perspective, right? So let's estimate that you get 11% rate of return based upon $11,000. That's about $180 a month in income that's going to generate from that property. Based upon your need for extra income, $180 probably is not going to change your life. Secondly, if you're in financial distress and you find that you never have enough money going around and you're struggling financially, that's certainly not going to change your life either. So really what you want to do is you want to take your interest and sort of go down even deeper. My friend Brett Iwanowitz is really good at this with coaching his mentees, is getting deep on the reason why. If you can't dig below the surface between extra money and financial stability, then it's really not going to be a good avenue for you. So for instance, let's just assume that those were at surface level the reasons why, right? You can make $180 a month appear in your bank account, number one, by having smarter spending habits, buying things in bulk, buying off brand name items, so on and so forth. If you go down, what I like to do is I'd like to tell the people that I mentor, print out the last 90 days of statements with your credit card and bank accounts and highlight every single unnecessary expense on those. You'll quickly find, from eating out to luxury item purchases, all that stuff, you're gonna very easily find $180. You don't need to part with $20,000 in terms of an investment to achieve that. You don't have to deal with tenants. You don't have to deal with all the property management. You don't have a property involved with it. So that's the first thing. Secondly is, can you find a way to make an extra $180 a month? The answer is probably yes. There's various things you could probably do at your job. If you're a commissioned person, you can do a better job as a salesperson. I've invested way more in reading self-help and sales books than I have in real estate books, believe it or not. And then secondly, you want to find, if you're not a commissioned person, find out how you can add value to your job. Can you do your job better, more effectively? Can you help your company do things more efficiently and grow sales? When you make yourself more valuable, you will gain more income. Again, you're not parting with $20,000. If you've exhausted all of these options for creating value at your occupation, your full-time occupation, then look into see what you can do it as a side hustle. There's a lot of things you can do to leverage your passion and skills, your unique skills, to make extra money on the side as well without having the headaches involved with real estate. So I don't mean to trash talk real estate investing at all, but those are two very bad reasons to get involved with it. Investors, when they want to look at long-term wealth building. It's going to take 10 to 20 years for that real estate investment to really start showing its accretive nature to building your net worth. As you start to pay more debt down, as rents start to appreciate, and you start to build equity. So this is a long game, real estate investing. So you want to make sure that you have a why that's going to propel you through those times, not just short-term thinking associated with extra money or financial stability. For instance, I had a client that started off the conversation with they wanted to have the extra money type of thing. And so when I dug down deeper and started asking her probing questions, she said that she really wanted to buy an investment property so that she could fund her daughter's college education. And the reason why that was very important to her is because she self-paid through her entire college. She didn't have parental help or anything like that. She took out a ton of student loan debt. She worked nights and weekends during school, and she got a master's degree and stuff like that. So she's not going to be able to pay her loans off until she's like in her late 40s. She had a young daughter that she wanted to start early on the process for building a nest egg, so to speak, for their college education. And so once we discovered that was the reason why, we could reverse engineer back to what was going to help her get there from the real estate end of things, and we did. So by the time her daughter's 18, she's going to have a investment property that's totally free and clear and paid for, that she can either sell or she can use the cash flow from owning it free and clear to help fund her daughter's education. So those are the types of reasons why. I'm propelled. I was propelled by financial independence due to my parents not having a lot of money and a lot of trauma and problems that were created because of that. That's what fuels me going forward, and that's what fuels me with helping other people do the same thing. So I hope this has helped you as it's helped me. Thank you so much for viewing, and we'll catch you soon.